Good evening, and it's great to have you with us on this Monday night. I'm Lindsay Davis in for David. We begin with the condo collapse in Surfside, Florida. The massive search and rescue operation, the largest non-hurricane disaster response the state has ever seen, and the anguish wait for the families of the missing now 5 days into the operation. Massive cranes now working at the site, helping to lift the debris, pulling large pieces of concrete off the pile. Crews have also carved a 125-foot-long trench underneath, and using dogs and sonar, they have located voids, empty spaces, but so far no one has been found inside them. Some of the family members traveling on buses today to hold a vigil at the site, and the faces of the loved ones that they are still holding out hope that they will see again. Tonight, the investigation into how this could happen, including a troubling engineering report from 2018 that found major structural damage to the concrete below the pool deck, as well as cracked columns in the parking garage. ABC's Victor Oquendo leads us off tonight from Surfside.
Tonight, an 11th body recovered from the rubble of the devastating condo collapse in Surfside, Florida, but rescuers refusing to give up.
We're going to continue and work ceaselessly to exhaust every possible option in our search.
Images showing the desperate search for survivors, 150 people still unaccounted for. And the mission is dangerous, a worker falling 25 feet into the mangled debris. Rescuers digging a 125-foot-long trench to try to get to possible survivors below.
There's certain areas that we have not gotten to, but we've been able to place cameras that seem to have large enough spaces, voids, that occupants may still be in there.
Crews hopeful that as the building pancaked down, pockets of air or voids could have formed in the rubble, boxing in survivors.
When you have that type of collapse, the building literally lands on top of each other, and that doesn't create any pockets. That doesn't mean that there's not a refrigerator that could have created a pocket or a hole and where someone could be alive.
Rescuers finding some of those voids, but unfortunately, nobody inside.
But as the days go by, with the additional equipment and machinery that we have, it gives us more hope that we'll be able to access those voids and make those rescues.
This is the state's largest non-hurricane disaster response ever. It's just about noon here in Surfside. The teams that have been working on top of the pile have been there for 12 hours since midnight. They are now coming off. This is one of the first stops they have to make. This is the decontamination station. And tonight, more chilling accounts from that horrific night. What unit were you in?
705. If I'm in 704, I'm dead.
Steve Rosenthal was asleep in his apartment when the building started collapsing.
It's about 1:30 in the morning, and I hear the loudest thunderclap I've ever heard in my life.
He remembers the cries for help from his neighbors.
And people were yelling, help me, get me out.
His arms are still bruised from that night. He's now filing a lawsuit against the condo association. A 2018 engineering report warned there was major structural damage to the concrete under the pool deck, as well as cracking in the columns in the parking garage. ABC News confirming residents were assured by a Surfside building official the tower was in very good shape. Engineers looking at this disturbing video frame by frame showing the collapse.
When I look at the video, I feel it looks like it starts from the bottom of the building and works its way up, or a failure concentrated at the support or the bottom of the building.
The video could prove key in this investigation. Victor Oquendo joins us once again from the scene. Today, the mayor of Miami-Dade County vowed to get to the bottom of why the building collapsed. Victor, what are you now learning are the concerns about the sister buildings?
Lindsay, the residents there are concerned. We have been told that the parking garages of both the north and east towers have been inspected, and despite some huge chunks of concrete missing from columns in the east tower, both buildings have been deemed safe. No evacuations have been ordered, but some residents have chosen to evacuate. Lindsay?
Victor, thank you.